Hi Aquarius, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this July 2024 General Tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at the astrological energies of the month of July, see where it is that you are on track or off track in your life now that we are mid-year of 2024. If you haven't already taken a look at those mid-year look backs, I will leave the link below, as well as a look at those summer solstice video tarot readings that I did from June to December. So the whole year has been mapped out for you. So do take a look at those, Aquarius. It will help you really assess where you are going in this year and where you have come. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love if you would, Aquarius. Thank you to each and every one of you who have subscribed. And to those of you who are new, welcome. And to those of you who are returning, I always appreciate you all. So thank you so much. We're going to get right into it. We will go week by week through the month of July. I have all the dates below and we will get started. First week, you start off with the Tower card, Aquarius. So, all right, interesting start to July. And you also have the High Priestess, both major arcanas happening that first week of July. Second week, you do have the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy there. And you also have the King of Wands. So powerful start to your month, Aquarius. Third week finds you with the Ten of Pentacles. Nice to see that. As well as the Eight of Pentacles. Last week of July finds you with the Seven of Swords, as well as the Seven of Pentacles. So 2 sevens on the ground there at the end of the month. So interesting dynamic here, especially with that really fiery start with the Tower card. And then you have quite a few pentacles going on the end of the month, 10, 8, and 7. So some kind of progression there, and possibly paying attention to people around you, possibly trying to steal some ideas, information. Before we attach an outcome, let's go ahead and pull a card for the month of July. But this is going to be news, information, energy that you experienced back in June and what you are bringing into this month, okay? Spirit, if you can send Aquarius a card. 3 of Swords. So 3 of Swords is that feeling of maybe betrayal or being hurt or not knowing what the next steps are, right? Sometimes it can be heartbreak, but it can also be just not having clarity to feel good about where you are going. This could have been an event that occurred back in June for you, Aquarius. And I do think that this makes perfect sense aligning with that Tower card. It feels like there is some type of event that occurred or possibly is on the way this month that is making you really wonder and question where you're at. But Spirit wants to remind you that once this Tower card moves through its energy and you move into the cleaning up stage, you will be in a much better place. Remember, the 3 of Swords is that card of, even though you may have heartbreak, moving forward, you will find some kind of peace and better energy. So even though no one loves the 3 of Swords, no one loves the Tower card, these are energies that we need to, in order to grow and to move into a better version of ourselves, okay? So let's go ahead and ask Spirit to send you an oracle message for the month of July. If you can send Aquarius's an oracle message, Spirit. And you have the 3 of Fire. So the 3 of Fire says abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. I am so happy to see this for you, Aquarius, because I do feel like after that 3 of Swords, the beginning of the month, the Tower card, this is verification that you are on the right track. Like I said, even though you are coming through some tough times back in June, Spirit is telling you abundance is on the way. You just have to be patient. It is coming. So I love to see that for you. So good to see that, Aquarius. As we move through the month, as I'm looking over the cards, like I said, the first portion of the first 2 weeks of the month, 3 major arcanas. Lots going on this month. It does look like that High Priestess and Temperance card. You are using your intuition, trying to figure out what is a good balance for you after that Tower card, after that event happens. But once you get to mid-month, some type of new information reaches you with that King of Wands. You're feeling better. You're on a better track. And by the time you get to that 3rd week of the month, really nice to see 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Family, good times. You seem like you are feeling much better, but your money seems like it's more on track. And you're also focusing on making money, bringing in resources. Really nice vibe here. By the time you end the month, interesting that you have these 2 sevens, and they're both, one is reverse and one is upright. So there is this change of pace by the time you end the month. This could be Mercury entering Virgo. It could be Chiron retrograde beginning. We'll get a little into that when we get to that week. Okay, so let's go week by week, starting off with the first week of July. Now, we came out of June with Saturn retrograding on the 29th. We open up July with Neptune retrograding in Pisces on the 2nd. So we now have 2 planets retrograde in Pisces. Mercury enters Leo on that same day on the 2nd. And then we have a new moon in Cancer July 5th. Lots going on as we open up July. That Tower card could be throughout this time when you are having all these retrogrades. This could be really pivotal for you, especially if you have Pisces placements. Some Aquariuses have Pisces placements just because it's the next zodiac sign on the calendar. So many of you all could be affected by this. There could be a learning lesson coming here. But the High Priestess, I'm so glad to see this with the Tower card, because it's almost like intuitively, you know this needs to happen. You know this event needs to happen. A conversation, a difficult conversation could be occurring. There could be things going on around you that maybe it's not affecting you directly, but you definitely are impacted from maybe a mental standpoint or whatever. I do feel like this High Priestess is helping you through that Tower card, helping you through that time. And I do feel like at that new moon in Cancer, use that to really tap into your intuition, really use that to make new goals for yourself for the rest of the month. And I think that that's one of the biggest things with the 3 of Swords, is just paying attention to what you want to heal from. And that 3 of Fire, remember, abundance is on the way. Now, by the time we get to the 2nd week of July, we do have Venus entering Leo on the 11th. And then we do have Mars entering Gemini on the 20th. Lots of passion here. That King of Wands is like, I am ready to go. I am changing things up. I am not worrying about what happened in the past. And the Temperance card is like, okay, wait a minute, like slow down. Make sure you have a good life, work-life balance. Make sure you are feeling good about all angles, but that King of Wands is ready to go. So just monitor your attitude throughout the month. It's kind of like you start off on this like rocky start, but then by the time you get to mid-month, you have changed direction, you have dusted yourself off, and you are moving on. So good to see that. By the time you get to the 3rd week of the month, we do have that 2nd Capricorn full moon on July 21st, and then the sun enters Leo on the 22nd. During this time, family news looks really great. Looks like some type of conversations around vacationing, money, resources, time off. Possibly one of you is thinking about leaving a corporate job to start something on your own. Whatever it is you are working on, it is benefiting your family. You're feeling really good about yourself. So I really love this for you, Aquarius. And I think that it's interesting because you can really see the progression of how we get from this 3 of Swords to this 3 of Fire, right? Lots of good stuff happening once you can get rid of this like Tower heavy energy at the beginning of the month. Now, by the time you end the month, we have the sun entering Leo 22nd, Mercury entering Virgo on the 25th, and then Chiron retrograde begins on the 26th. Now, with both of these sevens on the ground, one in reverse, one in the upright, be careful of who you're giving information to at this time. Make sure the people that you are talking to are for your highest good. Make sure you are not divulging too much information that makes you kind of wonder if the person that you're talking to is going to keep it to themselves. You know what I mean? So just make sure you keep some things close to the vest. Seven of Pentacles, it's like you're waiting for this Eight of Pentacles to fruition. But it's almost like you kind of go back a little bit, like you're now getting more in your head that this isn't fruitioning the way you were thinking, or you're thinking, okay, my marketing isn't on point, or I don't have as many clients as I thought I was going to get. Maybe I need to go back to the 9 to 5. There's these kind of conversations surrounding that Seven of Swords at the end of the month. So just be careful of getting too into your head at the end of the month. But I do think overall, Aquarius, I think this is going to be a month of you all finding out huge information. I do feel like some kind of secrets or information could come out at the beginning of the month, but it feels like by the time you move through all of this energy, some type of abundance reaches you by the time you get to the end of July and into August. So I think it's going to be like a mixed bag for you, Aquarius, but remember that Piscean energy, Saturn, Neptune, both retrograding at the beginning, then Chiron retrograding at the end. I think you're dealing with all of that energy. So be really patient with yourself, be patient with the people around you, but overall, I think you're going to have a really great month. So I can't wait to hear how it goes for you. Leave me a comment below and I'll talk to you later.